2.
Hey everybody, and welcome. I'm Rob Booker, best-selling author of the book Trading by Faith and Adventures of a Currency Trader. I couldn't find the English language version in my office. I don't really keep a lot of my own books, but I did find the Japanese language version of the book. Anyway, I'm happy that you're here. Welcome to my office. Welcome here in front of the big whiteboard. I'm glad to see you. If you're interested in changing your life, spending more time with your family, spending more time with your friends, traveling the world, and doing some trading to pay for that, then you're in the right place. Trading isn't my whole life. My whole life is about my relationship with God, or my relationship with my family, my relationship with my friends, and speaking to traders just like you. That's what I'm all about. And if you want to use trading to supplement everything else in your life, then you are in the right place. You see, I see it kind of like this. Your whole life is a circle, right? And there are things at the center of the circle: family, friends, religion, your spirituality, finding yourself, who you are, what's most important. And then there are things that help pay for this. You have a reason for being on the earth in the first place. Not to get too deep, but it's the truth. You have a reason for being here. It's probably not trading. It isn't for me. The reason I'm here on the earth is to be with my family and take good care of them, and develop strong relationships and whatever else. But I need money to pay for those things. And the way that I do it is through trading. Now, I've been a trader or a manager of others' money for 18 years. Since the year 2000, when my business partner fled the country, left me with $150,000 in debt and no way out. Well, I guess there was a way out. I turned to the charts and I turned to trading. And in this video, I want to share with you my story. I want to share with you the stories of my students. And I want to maybe find a way to help you accomplish some of those same things. So I've been trading for 18 years. I started out trading my own money. For 7 years, I was a commodities trading manager, and I managed an $8 million currency trading fund. When the passage of Dodd-Frank happened in 2010, 2011, I stopped managing money for others, and I went back to managing my own trading accounts and traveling the world and mentoring and speaking to traders just like you. I still trade my own accounts. We'll take a look at them here. And why do I do all of this? Once again, I have certain things that are the most important thing in my life: my family, my friendships, and speaking to traders like you. I have no idea why, but I am obsessed with helping traders reach their goals. It's kind of become my life's mission. I want to tell you a couple of stories. Stories of traders that I've worked with and stories of my own. Story number one. So my friend Scott in Australia, he was made redundant at his company in the year 2015. Scott then followed a set of trading instructions and principles, and Scott reached $1,000 a day in his trading account. Now, as part of this video later on, I want to show you how you can get in touch with Scott and hear his story directly. But he reached $1,000 a day, and he didn't stop there. He eventually reached $2,000 a day, and he eventually had a $10,000 day, and I'm sure he's exceeded that now. And he eventually began the process of potentially raising funds and helping to, I want to be careful about regulatory stuff. I don't want to call him a money manager. But anyway, that's Scott's story. I want to tell you more about Scott. I want to tell you a little bit about my friend Bill in Los Angeles, a doctor and anesthesiologist who reached $1,000 a day. I want to tell you the story of my friend, my good friend, it makes me smile, Chuck. Vietnam veteran, class act, one of the greatest people in the whole world, loyal to his friends, loyal to the end. Chuck found that he needed some extra income, and I think Chuck at one point reached $500 a day. I know he's had a bunch of $700 a day. He wrote me last week and said he had a $702 a day. Chuck and Bill and Scott, why do these stories matter? Why are these people important? Because they're people just like you and I. Technology executive, a doctor, a Vietnam veteran, and we have so many more stories. A woman who's a lawyer in Washington State. One of our members is a janitor and reached $100 a day. From all walks of life, from school teachers to policemen, technology executives, doctors, lawyers, veterans, and everyone else, we have a worldwide family of traders who have stories of having accomplished the types of things that most people in the world of trading just dream about. The ability to do the things that are at the center of your life and focus on those things and pay for those things with trading. Seems like a pipe dream to most, and that's because most people make a number of mistakes. What I want to do is tell you a little bit about these stories, and I want to tell you about the attributes of each one of these individuals. I want to show you a little bit about how we trade, and I want to invite you to take a step further with me. Scott. The one thing that Scott did on his journey, when he became a trader and when he started trading with me, is he did one thing. Most traders will focus on a variety of trading systems. Scott's in Brisbane, Australia. Scott decided that he would focus on one thing, and that would be a primary robotic trading system that I developed. Scott has turned that into hundreds of thousands of dollars in profits. And the reason is he does one thing. And he says often that the pace of change for him in trading is glacial. He doesn't switch between trading systems. He focuses on one thing. Bill, my friend, the doctor in Los Angeles, anesthesiologist, ended up last year at one point cutting down his work schedule so far, his doctor's practice had to call him up and ask him to come back to work. Why did he do that? Because his church and his family had taken precedence in his life and he wanted more time with them. He's got a beautiful family and Bill wanted to spend more time with them. Bill's major contribution to our family of traders, and the greatest insight that Bill provided, was that he built something original. He took the trading system that I love and that I use, and he built a version of it for himself. And then he offered it to the rest of our trading family to use as well. He took something that someone else had built. We gave him the code, we gave him the tools, we gave him the camaraderie and companionship of other traders, and then he built something original. Let's do another one. Let's talk about, I'll just do it in red. Let's talk about Joel. Joel helped set up technology at the big Super Bowl games around the country. He was a technology director in an athletic department of a major university, and a close friend and a great guy. Here's what Joel did. Joel, by nature, I would say, is a little bit skeptical. Joel joined the family of traders and eventually quit his job because he couldn't stand the people he was working with anymore. I don't know if you've ever felt like that. And then, because he's skeptical by nature, he tested the systems that we use. In fact, he ran so many demonstration accounts and so many versions of testing that he came up with optimal settings for the trading systems that we use. Because Joel did his testing, he had confidence in the program. Joel eventually reached $1,000 a day as well, and he trades a version of these systems inside multiple trading accounts. What about my friend Chuck? I smile every time I say Chuck's name. What about my friend Chuck? A Vietnam veteran, retired, ready to spend more time with his dog and his wife and his friends. What did Chuck do? I would say, at times, it made me nervous even a little bit. Chuck trusted me in a world where there are so many trading systems and so many trading gurus and you never know who to believe. Chuck gave me a chance. He trusted me, he gave me his complete faith, and Chuck reached $500 a day. 1 or 2 days in the last year, he reached $700 a day, and he built up his trading account and provided himself with extra income. A lot of people talk about trading for a living, but I don't think trading for a living is a really great idea. I think trading serves a purpose. You trade to live. You don't live to trade. We don't want to sit in front of the charts all day long. We build trading systems that need 1 or 2 days a month or a few minutes every day. I know that sounds crazy, but I'll show you what we do. We build trading systems that are designed to take less time so that we can spend time on the most important things in our lives. I don't teach trading systems or offer anyone a get-rich-quick scheme. Although my friends have reached $1,000 a day, we have over 61 traders in our worldwide trading family that have made between $100 and $500 a day within the last few months even. Why do we do it though? We do it to provide extra income to do the things in life that we love. We're not addicted to trading. We're not addicted to the markets. We don't think the markets are the greatest thing ever. We think they're a means to an end. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, I want you to take another step forward and stay with me for the next few minutes. I want to show you how I trade. Here's what we do. We look, number one, at longer term charts. This is, on the screen in front of us right now, a US dollar, Canadian dollar chart. But it could be a stock. We look at those as well. So if you're interested in stocks and options, that's fine. And we look at currencies. We don't look at futures that often. This is a longer term chart. It's a 4-hour chart. We're not doing a lot of day trading or active trading or frantic trading. We're looking at something longer term. And what we do is we look at those longer term charts. And I know this sounds insane, but it's awesome. 1 to 2 times a month. We set up our trades together as a worldwide family. We take those trades together as a worldwide family. We pick profit targets together as a family. And we take those trades together. We follow a set system that works, that has been proven to work over 18 years. And we trade it together. And we trade it in the same way. And it's not going to break. There's just not enough of us in the family to make it break. That's number one. The number two thing that we do is that we have running at any given time a set of trading robots. I call my primary trading robot, and I'll write it up here for you in red. I call it the Finch. It's named after a bird and a famous softball pitcher. The Finch robot trades from short-term charts, and it's running all the time. The Finch robot produces between $50, $100, and up to $1,000 a day, depending on your account size, and we'll get to that in a minute. $50 to $100 to $1,000 a day, running on short-term charts, and does not hold on to losing trades. It simply takes a lot of trades, and once every 24 to 48 hours, closes everything, retains some profit, and turns back on again. It is the most reliable, set it and forget it, easy to follow, step-by-step system that I've ever used. And we have hundreds of traders around the world producing gains right now. And they do not have to be in front of the charts. They have full-time jobs, they have families, they have churches that they support, they have important things that they do in their lives. The question becomes, well, what kind of trading account do you need in order to follow along with what we do? I'm a great fit for you working together with you. If you have a trading account or the chance to open a trading account that starts with between $5,000 and $10,000, if you can start at these levels, somewhere near these levels, close to 5 or in this range, then we're a good fit. Why are we a good fit? Because at those numbers, there are trading systems that will produce $50 a day in a robotic trading environment, or more if you're comfortable with a little bit more risk. Maybe up to $100 a day. Now, at those kinds of numbers, you're putting real money away in a trading account and building up value in that trading account so that you have a chance to reduce the amount of time that you spend at the job or other places, and more time refining, perfecting the system, and spending more time with your family and your friends and your loved ones, or traveling or doing other things. I just want to say, I'm not the guy for you if you want to drive a Lamborghini, if you want to have a yacht with a bunch of Swedish supermodels on it, or you want an Instagram account with a bunch of Ferraris. I'm not your guy. I'm married, I have 4 children, 3 dogs, and I leave work every day at 12:30 or 1 p.m. Not interested in any other kind of grind. I'm not interested in working hard or lots of hours. I'm interested in spending time with the people that I love. If you think that you might want to learn how to do all these things, I want to make you a promise. I can teach you how. I could teach you how it's done. I've taught over the course of the last 18 years tens of thousands of traders, but specifically in the last 12 to 24 months I have mentored hundreds of traders and helped them reach 50, 100, and up to $1,000 a day or more. These are real people with real stories, real names, real contact information, really in our family of traders, people that you can meet. And I have a program for teaching you how to do it. I have a program and a mentorship that takes you from where you are now, if you have a limited amount of trading experience, to where you can run these systems and learn how to do it. Now, is it easy? Not at first, no. Everything's difficult at first. Is it possible? Absolutely yes. One last thing before I let you go, and I appreciate you spending time here together with me. 18 years ago, I was sitting in a car in Belmont County, Ohio. I was a former lawyer turned sort of entrepreneur. My business partner had fled the country, and I was sitting in a car with my friend Terry Larson, and I said to Terry, I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent. I don't know how I'm going to deal with all this debt that I've been left with. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. And my friend Terry said one thing that changed my life forever. He said, you are making this too, I'm just going to use the word hard. You're making this too difficult. You're making this too hard. He said, Rob, making money is easy. You just got to let go of the need to make it complicated. You've got to let go of how difficult it has been in the past. This has been my mantra, my mission statement, and my goal ever since. From a $2,500 account, I eventually managed an $8 million account as a commodities trading advisor, and still to this day manage hundreds of thousands of dollars for my family and for myself. And I want to show you how I do it, and I want to show you my accounts. I want to show you our family of traders, and I want to teach you how I do it. I'm 100% sure that I can. So here at the conclusion of this short presentation, I'd like to ask you to take the next step. It's a personal invitation. Come along with me and take the next step. There is a button somewhere on this page or in this area. And by clicking that button, it will take you to a form. And that form will ask you for your email address so I can get in touch with you. And if you prefer, you can leave your phone number and we'll call you and we'll get in touch with you. And I will tell you how we work together, how you can work with me, starting tomorrow if you want, on taking that next step. So I'm here, I'm waiting. You click the button, you let me know if you'd like us to call you or if you'd like us to email you. We'll send you more information about the program. I'm here for you. I'd love to work with you. Consider this my personal invitation. Now's the time. I'd love to see you on the inside. I'm Rob Booker. Thanks for being here.